This gentleman I'm about to bring up, I'm telling you, he's doing some dynamic things in the communities. I'm telling you, he has a track record that's second to none. He's really out there blazing a trail in the communities, helping people get funding. Not only that, he got some funding. He's paying it forward. This gentleman I'm about to bring up, I'm telling you, he's a gentleman. Help me bring up Mr. Brian Perkins. I can't say no more. Help me bring up Mr. Brian Perkins, my business partner. I'm telling you, man, I appreciate all that you're doing for the community, man. All righty.
Let's give it up for Rodney. Wow. That's what I'm talking about, Rodney. Rodney is an incredible guy himself, and that's a beautiful introduction, Rodney. I appreciate that. He leaves his mic pretty much hot. This mic is hot right now, So I'm going to try to keep it going with you guys. And I'm a big fan of, the subconscious mind and how the book, Psycho-Cybernetics, it's a great chapter in that book that talks about the critic within. And, it allows you to really understand how to get out of yourself. You always say think outside the box, how to get out of yourself and how to actually go and implement whatever you're trying to do, and that critic within, it really just eats at you. It's like that left and right, person on your left side and person on your right side, and they trying to figure out what's going on. Well, that you have a way to get out of that. Tap into that Psycho-Cybernetics. It'll definitely let you know. I'm going to discuss the business plan, actually the business concepts that go along in the business plan. And, first, before I get into it, who wants to know how to be bankable? All right. And I'm going to give you a good old tip here on how to be bankable. Let's see, what pocket do I have it in here? You got to bear with me for a second while I pull it out here. If y'all don't see this, this is $10. It's a great step of how to be bankable. I'm going to tell you what this $10 will help you do. Okay? This $10 right here is put you in a position where you now, I believe you become what's called an entrepreneur. You are out there in the community. You may have a business concept, and you're looking at ways to probably get your business concept, have people invest in your business concept. And you approach, folks out there in the community, they're trying to figure out, okay, what are you doing? What are you all about? And so forth. If you don't have a plan, that can't really help you, okay? But now we are in position to actually, with this $10, help them participate in your plan and receive some additional funds from that. That's a tip 2 of becoming bankable. And when you're out there doing that, they obviously want to see what you have going on. So the first thing I want to go over is the personal credit worth. It's a part of my presentation that really allows you to understand what your credit is worth right now. So if you can just, I won't say close your eyes, but close your eyes, and I want you to really put a number behind your personal credit worthiness. Is it $500,000? Is it $1 million? Is it 100 million? And then I want you to do this next. I want you to put the word value behind that. Because when you do that, you start to care more about it. You start to have a better feeling about what that really means. This $10 becomes very important to you. You'll understand that 9 out of 10 people have credit issues. And what better way to actually put yourself in a position to offer a service that can help them become personal credit worthy, that can help them understand what that 100 million looks like, okay? And they can actually go out there and get their own business started. Well, a roadmap to success is very important when you're looking at a business concept. And what's a roadmap? A roadmap in business and a business plan essentially is a targeted destination. It gets you at a starting point where you are reaching your goal. It's a business concept that helps you, translate that and transition that into a healthy, successful business. So you got to have a roadmap. And as you wrap your mind around that business credit worth and what it feels like to get your credit to the point where you're actually are able to seek funding or to, maybe buy a house or get a car, things of that nature, you will better understand why it's important to be personal credit worthy. And that's why we're here today, to share light on that. Now, the factors of a successful business, the business concept, understanding the market, industry health and trends, consistent business focus and clear strategic position, capable management, ability to attract, motivate, and retain employees, financial control, anticipating and adapting to change, company's values and integrity. I'm not going to be going through the entire plan with you. I'm going to give you some important details that you need to have when you are in position to propose a idea to a potential investor, okay? This is part of what I call your homework. You have to put yourself in position to understand these concepts. And what does that mean? That means you got to go out there and do some research. Right now, I'm compiling my data right now for my dissertation, for my doctorate study, and I can tell you right now, it requires a lot of research. It requires you to actually be an expert at some of the concepts that you're trying to implement. So we're going to move forward here and go over the how the business plan is read. Now, when a loan officer or an investor they take a look at your plan, they want to go through the plan, and they go through it through a certain way. And then when they evaluate that plan, they evaluate it in 4 sections. They go over the executive summary. They go over the financials. They go over management. And they go over the exit strategy, okay? When my man was up here talking about the back office, and you're skimming through a business plan, and you're going through the executive summary, and you're going through the management, when I see that and I read what he basically told us, he got my attention right away. And that's what loan officers want to see, or investors want to see, when you are out there presenting your plan or your proposal. The executive summary is very crucial. Without a doubt, it is the most important component of your business plan. It has to be. It not only is clear and concise and compelling, and it's a condensation of your business, but it really allows the evaluator to see if they're going to spend time on your business plan. Okay, see if they're going to. It doesn't matter if you have what I consider a profitable or a marketable product, or you have an innovative technology, or you got a nice target, marketing, I say target analysis with your business plan. It doesn't matter if your executive summary alone, it will show that they will spend more time of going through your target market. They'll spend more time going through that innovative technology or that beneficial product. Now, the types of financial forms that are associated with a business plan, there's actually 5, but 3 of the major ones would be your income statement, your cash flow projections, and your balance sheets. Income statement, real briefly, goes over, how much profit is the company making. Cash flow projections is ideally focusing on the cash. Do you have enough cash to pay the bills? Okay, and then you have your balance sheet, which it basically goes over the worth of the company. How much the company is worth? How much is the value? Then you have 2 other ones, which is called the source and use of funds. Loan officers and evaluators of business plans, they want to know, how have you received funding so far? And not only how have you received it, but how do you plan on spending those funds that you received through your funding? This is very important for loan officers or for investors to see. They love to look at that particular form. And then you have your break-even point, when you basically have a point in your business where your sales exceeds your costs, and now you are making a profit. So these are the forms that you really want to focus on and put yourself in a position to make sure it's filled out correctly. It's a great way to initiate this $10 with an investor who is looking at your product that you help them get money for, okay? And when you are out there and you're doing something like that and you're presenting things to, your proposal to an investor, there's different ways to actually seek money. And one of the best ways out there that I have utilized is called a credit partner. You know, you want to find people who have the scores already, at least over 720 across the board, and you share with them your proposal. And not only do you share your proposal, but you also put in there that you are willing to give them equity for your concept. A lot of investors will basically give you money as a business partner. As a business credit partner. And they may have another concept where they say, well, I have another strategy for you. I'm going to help you, but I'm going to do it in a way where it's called convertible debt. Well, they'll put the debt on your business, and they'll do it at an equity price of 25%. And, you know, it's more of an advantage for the investor to go that route, because if your business kind of goes down, or if it crashes, if your concept is not, you know, if you didn't meet the plan, that investor could take over that business immediately because they have convertible debt in your company. So, you know, it's different ways to find investors, but one of the most important ways of becoming bankable to me is to look for credit partners. Most asked questions. Is the business idea solid? Is there a sufficient market for the product or service? Very important. Are the financial projections healthy, realistic, and in line with the investors' or lenders' funding patterns? Are the financial projections healthy, realistic, and in line with the investors' or lenders' funding patterns? Is the key management described in the plan experienced and capable? It goes back to what I was telling you about. Does the plan clearly describe how the investors or lenders will get their money back? Sources of funds. So, and also the SBDC and other support organizations. The SBDC is a small business development centers. They're in your local area. It's a great resource place to go to find out what exactly do you need for your business plan to get started. There are people there who actually specialize in different sources that you need to do research on, and also including your plan. I will end with this right here. You know, a lot of folks who are out there, you know, some people are suffering. The credit world is vicious, and we're in a position right now to become an entrepreneur with $10 and place ourselves in a position to help the community to get their credit at a level where they can actually perform. Okay, they could be players, like Mr. C said, in the game. And it's very important to also understand that there's people out there who have ideas, who have the scores, they just don't know how to get the money. So we are in a very special position right now to go out there and empower the community, to help them understand what personal credit worthy is about, what business credit worthy is about, and we can move forward from there. That's pretty much about it.